Hello? Is it back? Sorry, there was a little technical difficulty there. How are you, buddy? How are you on this fine evening? This is it. This is the big one, isn't it? This will decide who England are playing in their next game. We need a big performance from Hungary here and a big performance from the French. Who do you think's going to win, Ethan? Who do you think has got the bacon? Has got the minerals? Hang on, is my thumbnail seems wrong. I don't know why my thumbnail is not correct. I might have to restart the stream if the thumbnail isn't working. 2-1 France, you say? I don't know if they'll concede, to be honest. I'm not sure if they'll concede. I'm not too sure. I mean, what about Portugal gives you the confidence that they're going to score? What about them? Like, when I've seen them, they just don't look like they can break down a team like this, especially the French. Sorry, I'm just trying to get the second game up on my other screen, of course, in which we need a very big upset, don't we? Roland is a player I ain't heard of. Rolando, rather, is a player I ain't heard of in a long time. That guy, damn, he was the biggest clickbait you could ever get back in FIFA 12. Let me tell you. Sorry that I'm not really speaking right now. I'm just sorting out the second game. It's just mugging me off a second. I'm just having a little bit of technical difficulties here. Alright, here we go. Ready to rumble in the jungle. As you can hear, my voice is still recovering a bit from yesterday. What did you think about yesterday's performance, by the way? I mean, it wasn't the best scoreline, I can't lie. I did want to see more goals than 1-0. And again, at half-time, we will be doing another breakdown of the situation. Do not get me wrong. You thought you missed it. You thought JT's gone rogue. No, let me tell you, that is not the case. There is a breakdown coming at you thick and fast. All I will say is that we got the 3 points. It's very good. We topped the group, which is exactly what I wanted. And in the first half, you know what? There were some good decisions from Gareth Southgate there. I mean, Bukayo Saka particularly really paid off yesterday. But it all depends on what happens today, because that will decide who we're playing next. And hopefully, we're really going to need a big performance from the Germans. And a big performance from the French as well, because Portugal, although I said I don't really rate them, it's still a tough opposition for them. It's still a very tough task for the boys. Germany sliding through on the attack there. I tell you, this could be ropes for Germany earlier on. There's an early Hungary corner here. Come on, the boys. Come on, the boys. By the way, there was a big result as well. Sweden with their last-minute winner against Poland. That means Spain are no longer going to potentially be our quarterfinal opponents. It will potentially be Sweden, or if they lose in their next game, it will be the winner of that. So no longer will it be Spain, because they did not top their group. Now, all we need now... Oh! Ronaldo coming close. All we need now is for Hungary to somehow, some way, claw themselves into second place in their group, and we will be laughing all the way to the bloody bank. Let me tell you that for a fact. Mbappe now, not quite getting the crossing, easily dealt with by Pepe there. I mean, surely we got to be beating Portugal anyway. I mean, worst comes to worst. If Portugal do snake their way into second, we got to be beating them. I mean, their defense. I mean, Ruben Diaz, yeah, good. Is he as good as John Stones? You know, it's up for debate. Pepe, I mean, he's all right. He's a bit past it, though, isn't it? He's a bit old, bit agey. And when you've got pace running off him like Bukayo Saka and Raheem Sterling coming in behind, or even Jack Grealish making the deep runs from the midfield for that matter, then you could really, really be in some problems there. I don't know who that is. Got absolutely clamped there. I think is that Kai Havertz has just got absolutely squashed in the other game. No, what it was Hungary were inches away from taking the lead there. It's a fantastic block by Hummels. Hummels, although I spoke about Pepe being old, Hummels has aged like a fine wine. Like a wine finer than, I don't know, what's a real fine wine? A Sauvignon Blanc? I don't know, I'm not really good with my wines, but a 50-year-old matured Scotch Much whiskey. Scotch Much? Malt Scotch. Oh my days, my brain is all over the spaff. Salazar for the Hungarians coming forward. I tell you, Germany, so far, is filling me with hope here. I feel like Hungary could just cause an upset. I don't know what you guys are feeling, but as this game started, hey, it seems there for the Hungarians. By the way, is my audio working? I'm not sure. I didn't get time to properly check the audio, so is my audio working, or is it doing that thing where it's like glitching all over the spaff? Because I certainly hope it's not. Oh. Corentin Tolisso makes his, I believe that's his first appearance in this tournament, Tolisso. I need to have a little double check on that. Hungary 1-1 Germany. Is my voice working, buddy? Yes, okay. Okay, good. Cheers, mate. Hungary 1-1 Germany. It's not good enough for me, I'm afraid. It's not good enough. We need a Hungary win, and we need a France win. Anything other than that is not going to cut the mustard, I'm afraid. And I can show you why, again, in just a moment, if I do show you the groups and the group stage that we will be playing after this. We need a Hungary win. It is imperative that we get a Hungary win. If we don't get a Hungary win here, then we're most likely going to be playing the Germans next. And I don't really want to be playing the Germans in the round of 16. Don't get me wrong, I still think we can do the business over them, but it's not really my ideal opponent, if you ask me. I want Hungary in round of 16 exactly, mate. So what we need is a big upset here. In 82 minutes time, we will know exactly who we're playing in the round of 16, and most likely who we're playing in the quarterfinal as well. This run could really open up for us. It really could. We just need a spot of luck, a little scratch of luck, a pork scratching of luck, if you will. Come on. Germans slowly cruising forward on the attack. Like a double-barreled shotgun, or more like a blunderbuss, a musket rifle, as they slowly pad in their gunpowder, waiting for their opportunity to fire a bullet with as much venomous tenacity as Calvin Phillips. Unfortunately for the Germans, though, Hungary look very resolute here. They're set back with 2 banks of 4, basically defending for their lives. Germany, I mean, they're trying to break them down. They're resorting to longer balls here. It's a lovely ball in there from Ginter. It's headed away. Hungary, I don't know what they're doing. They're playing some pinball action in their own half. But they're looking strong, and here they are, springing away on the counter. Big ball over to the left. No, he goes inside to the middle. They're committing men forward, to be fair to them. They're going for it, and they could have an early goal. They do! It's Hungary! It's Hungary 1-0. Would you believe it? Oh my God! It's written in the stars. It's written in the stars. It's Hungary 1-0. Oh my word! It could be happening. It could be happening. It's a lovely ball forward. It's a fantastic header. I can't see who's quite got the goal there, but the Hungarian fans are sent into an absolute frenzy. Toni Kroos looks to the sky in agony. Oh my lord, it's a lovely counter-attack. I said they were committing the men forward. That's exactly what they did. It's a lovely run down the right-hand side, plays it into the middle. He looks up, and it's a fantastic run down the right. I think he's just about onside. And what a ball in there. What a header by the talisman, the captain, setting his nation into a 1-0 lead, setting his nation potentially into the round of 16. Adam Sazalai and Roland Salai. What did you tell me about Roland? That's all I'm saying. I see Roland there in the chat. And Roland Salai was the man with the assist. I'm sorry, again, I can't really pronounce it. I don't know how to pronounce Salai or whatever the hell his name is. But Roland doing the business and giving in to Adam or Adam, whatever his name is. And Hungary, as it stands, are inches away from qualification. All they need now is for Portugal to lose. If Portugal draw, they go through on head-to-head, and that is no good. The Hungarians so far are doing their part. All we need now is the French to follow suit. Although this is going to be a torrid 80 minutes for any Hungarian fan watching the rest of this game, because Germany are just going to pile the pressure on now. They're going to be swarming forward with attack after attack after attack. Because let's make no mistake about it, these other three teams here, Germany, France and Portugal, all have their fates in their hand. If either of them win, they get guaranteed qualification in either first or second place. Here we go. It's Sane now. Can he equalise? Gives it back to Joshua Kimmich, who chips it across to the back stick. It's Sergei Gnabry. He needs to twist him and turn. But no, Gnabry's offside. Couldn't time his run there. A little bit too anxious. As they cut over there and show the goal again. Portugal and France still at a stalemate. Joachim Löw scratching his nose. I mean, I'll tell you something. I wouldn't want Joachim Löw's hand anywhere near me. If that guy offers you a handshake, I'll tell you what you do. You refuse. You refuse. You refuse to shake that man's hand. Because you don't know where it's been. And where it's been is in some very harrowing places. Let me tell you that for a fact. Here we go. Joshua Kimmich. Go on, the boys. Go on, Hungary. All I need from you is 77 minutes left. Actually, you know what? Should we do a bit of scouting in this Hungarian team? Let's see who is the main man to look out for. Who's the one who we should be thinking about potentially signing? Or anyone should be thinking about potentially signing for that matter. Of course, you got the goal scorer, Sazali, or Adam. Alright, man like Adam. Lethal finisher. One chance, one goal. Pushes the defenders out of the way. Gets himself into acres of space with a beautiful darting run. Gets a lovely connection on the header. But who else in this team really tickles your fancy? Of course, you've got Willy Orban, the RB Leipzig centre-half. Don't really think he's... I think he's good, but I don't think he's that top upper echelon. I think he would probably be an Everton-level centre-half, if you ask me. One of those kind of tiers. You know, just under the top 6, but about a top-half Premier League level defender. Galashi, of course. Now, of course, he would be a very good goalkeeper for a lot of sides. I mean, you look at Man United, who are potentially going to lose De Gea, and they're potentially going to bring, Dean Henderson into their main goalkeeper position. And as a result of that, they're probably going to need another backup goalkeeper. So maybe you could say Galashi could fit in there. I mean, what other Premier League sides? I mean, Arsenal could do with at least a backup after losing Emi Martinez last time, who I believe is probably better than Bernd Leno. So they probably made a mistake getting rid of him there. Who else could Galashi go to realistically? Chelsea, if they lose Kepa again, maybe another backup. What about main goalkeeper? If Hugo Lloris, you know, I think he's still got a couple of years left before he can get in there. Sam Morley's chicken. How are you, my brother? How's it going, mate? Mbappe! Oh, mate, this is fantastic. I don't know if you're checking the scores here, Sam, but Hungary are leading Germany. All we need now is for France to beat Portugal and England get Hungary in the round of 16. Man United get Kiko. They can have him. They can have him. I love Kiko, man. I mean, he did get us promoted and all of that. And I've shared some good emotions with the guy, you know. I was only meters away from him when he came in screaming to the fans. But I'm not sure he's really up to scratch. Goal chicken. I'll tell you something. You're making me want some chicken right now. Just seeing your name of Morley's Chicken is really making me hungry. Really, really making me hungry. Hey, you see what I did there? Making me hungry. Hungry for 3 points. What do you mean? What do you mean G-pad chick on though? Doesn't really make much sense. I can't lie. I mean, I think that's meant to be English. Oh shit! Havertz on the attack, drills it across. Oh, no one could get on the end of it. Oh, it's gone past about 2 or 3 players. Gnabry picks up the ball from deep. Here we go. Hungary spring on another counter attack. It's played out right. Here we go. The talisman charging down the middle with blistering pace. Oh my days! Could it be 2-0? Need a good delivery on this cross here. Oh, instead it's gone straight into Antonio Rudiger. Terrible. Goat chicken. I don't know what goat chicken means, but I'll tell you something. I do want some 6 wings and chips is what I want right now. The Morley special. I threw mine in the bin yesterday. I was a bit of a fucking idiot. I bought some when I was drunk. And then I threw it in the bin before I finished eating it. And I regretted that the entire night. Every 2 seconds I was lying in bed, I was just thinking about those wings. Good choking. You're a good choking. You're up for a good choking. Is that what you're trying to tell me? I'm not sure this is really the channel for that, my friend. I'm not sure this is, I'm not sure that's PG content. I'm pretty sure you might want to go on Pornhub.com for that kind of stuff. Or Chatterbait, or what the hell are those live masturbation sites? I'll tell you who's up for a live... Oh no, that's... that almost came out very, very wrong. No, I'll tell you who's up for a good choking. And it's going to be Joachim Löw if his team don't pull this out. Because if they get knocked out of the Euro 2020 tournament at the hands of Hungary in their own backyard... Oh boy, they are never going to live that one down. What has happened to Germany, by the way? How the mighty have fallen. I thought they had a fantastic side. I thought when they absolutely decimated Portugal that they would be in good running. And I thought they'd actually top the group over thingy. Okay, by the way, I have dyslexia. Sorry to hear that, my friend. To be fair, you're typing, you know, I can understand what you're saying, so it's not severe, which is good to hear. It's played out to Ginter. Ginter now on the ball. Sprays it back. Spray and pray. Over to Khedira. Oh, it's actually so hot in here. I don't know about you, but it's flipping boiling in this room. I was freezing a second ago. I put my jumper on, and now I'm absolutely sweating buccaneers. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I'm fearing for my life that Germany might score against Hungary. Or maybe, just maybe, I'm excited. I'm licking my lips at the prospect of who we might get in the round of 16. It's Kai Havertz on the ball now. Spray and praise it back. Germany struggling to... hello? Not sure what the hell just happened there. My, I'm not sure what just happened there. My camera just completely disconnected for no reason of man. But here we go, Joshua Kimmich on the ball. Oh, they've rattled the crossbar. Oh my God. Can I say there is about 10 times more action going on in this Germany-Hungary game than there is in that Portugal-France game. That game is staler than an old pack of chips. Staler than chicken that's been left on the countertop for a month. And most importantly, staler than Joachim Löw's hand. Right hand for that matter. It's whipped in again. And can his boys open the scoring? Oh! Ginter comes in very, very close. Smashes it towards the top corner. But it's a fantastic catch. And oh boy, Germany are getting closer now. And I do not like it one bit. You think France are going to score in the 22nd minute, says Ethan. That's what he believes. He believes to achieve. You know what? I believe Hungary are going to score in the 23rd minute. That's what I'm thinking. Although you could be right here, as France do come forward on the attack. It's Karim Benzema. Sprays it out to, I believe that is absolutely nobody, considering the guy's wearing the wrong colour shirt. He was trying to pass to Pogba there, but he's given it straight to Portugal. And now Portugal can spring on a counter-attack of their own. But not before Germany asks some seriously imposing questions in front of the Hungarian back four. As they pass it from side to side, trying to spread them out. This is better. But again, struggling to create any kind of space there. Those Hungarians are defending like their life depends on it. Or rather, like their lives depend on it. They're closing every inch down. Not allowing the Germans a second of breathing room. A millimetre of space. As they show that again. God damn, they hit the bar again there. It was Mats Hummels with the header. Flicks it in there. It's whizzing. Oh, the keeper's not getting anywhere near that. It curls just away from him. And it does go in there. No, they have a goal in the 22nd minute. Considering it is the 23rd minute in that game now, I find that very, very hard to believe. What I will say, though, is someone needs to step up the action in that game. Because so far, compared to the Germany-Hungary game, there is a severe lack of action in that one. It is sprayed forward towards João Moutinho, though. But Presnel Kimpembe is there. How coolly calm and collected is Presnel Kimpembe, by the way. Prank, well, you see, I'm too sharp to your pranks these days, my friend. I know exactly when you're trying to prank me. I got you in my back pocket. You're going to need to try harder than that to fool me. Carvalho now sprays it out. Renato Sanchez back. Go on, Kim. Can't get anywhere. Can't get anywhere, I'm telling you. I tell you, please, can France actually do something, though? Because if the Hungarians pull through and then France choke it, I'm going to be mad. Although Hungary will still qualify, they won't qualify in the right position to play England. I don't really give a rat's ass about Hungary qualifying. I just give a rat's ass about who England are playing next. And I want that to be Hungary, because if so, that is absolutely fantastic. That is a guaranteed coming home right there. Everyone doubts us. Everyone says we're dead. We're dry. We're dead food. But guess what? We're undefeated. 0 goals conceded. Only 2 goals scored. Not quite good enough. But then, you look at the Hungarians. Can we beat them? Very easily so. Can we beat Sweden in the next game? We already did it in the World Cup. Of course we can do it again. And then we're already at the semi-final at Wembley Stadium. And that is where the magic happens. That is where dreams are made of. Oh, here we go. Ginter on the ball. Please don't score. I'm actually cacking my pants every time they get anywhere near that Hungarian box. I'm telling you. It's scary. Meanwhile, the French not doing their side of the job, are they? They're sat there, not pressing intensely enough. They're not pressing high enough. Is there any way of... No, there's no way of Hungary finishing above France, because France have got 2 wins from 2, don't they? Oh, no, they don't. Oh, no, they don't. France only have 4 points, same as Portugal. So if Portugal win, can France finish below Hungary? I think maybe not on goal difference. Hang on a tick. Hang on a tick. Is there any way of them coming back? Hold on just a Jimmy Jones second here. Hold on just a second. My Johnsons are tangling. Is there a chance here? Is there a will that there is a way? Where there is a will, there is a way. All right, Euro 2020 group stages. In fact, let me just move this over to this screen. And let me get this up. And now, let me go over to this. And get the table up for you. Oh man, this is not what I want. I just want the tables. Here we go. Alright. Oh! Portugal coming close there. Is there a chance? Is there a will and way? Alright, so if Portugal beat France, France go down to 4 points. They'll be above Hungary considerably on goal difference. Considerably. I don't think there's a way. I don't think there's a way of Hungary finishing above France, unfortunately. So I think it has to be a French win. Because if Portugal win, France go on to the same points as Hungary. But because their goal difference is so much better, I think there's no way of them actually coming back through that. So for me, I do believe that it does have to be a France win. Come on. As it stands, we're getting close to the possible outcome of dreams. The possible outcome we all dreamt of. Although it's really, really squeaky bum time here. Someone's down in the Portugal-France game. I can't quite see who that is there. He seems to be in severe discomfort, though. Griezmann being pulled over. He cannot be sent off here. This is not what I want to see. This is not what I want to see at all. Don't you even dream of sending him off, pal. What's going on here? He's having serious referendum talks with Paul Pogba. He points to the stands. Griezmann looks in severe discomfort. So let's see. Ronaldo makes the run. He's well offside. So too does Pereira. Oh! He's been absolutely clattered by Hugo Lloris there. He's been elbowed in the face. That was a John Jones-esque elbow there. I think he's down and out for the count, if you ask me. I think that's it. I think that's GG. I think he could be done. Or at least a concussion substitute at the very least. He is in a really bad way there, Pereira. Really bad way. He's got a towel to his ear. It looks like there could be some inner bleeding there. Ooh, that's not good. I don't think he's going to carry on. I think he's off. Oh. Oh, my. Oh, it's a penalty. No, it's a penalty. It's a penalty. It's a penalty to Portugal. It's a penalty. No. No, please, Lloris, please. Please, the boy. It is a penalty to Portugal, though. Can Portugal open up the scoring? Oh, this could be bad for England. Oh, this could lead us to playing France next. Here we go. He steps up. Ronaldo steps up. Looks to the left. Looks to the right. And drills it to the bottom left. Not a keeper in sight. It's a fantastically well taken penalty. And Portugal do take the lead now. Which really, really changes the scene as we were just looking at the tables just a moment ago. I think let's have another look to prove my point that there is indeed no way that England could be playing Hungary if Portugal are to win. Let me just see if this will update. It's still not updating. It's still Mickey Mousing me around. See, why didn't Hungary just beat France? There you go. There you go. The goal difference too much to overturn. Unless if Portugal put on a clinic here and score a couple more goals, and maybe Hungary score a couple more goals, there ain't no way of catching them, because of course they did draw, so there was no head-to-head. Now, as it stands like this, Hungary will be going through, because 4 points is all it takes to get through. But the question is, will Hungary be able to sneak their way into second place? Into a position where they'll be playing England. They could have their work cut out for them if they are to do that. There's a little scuffle going on over there. I'm not too sure what it's about. Sergej Gnabry not happy with what's going on there. I don't know why the hell I just called him Sergej Gnabry either. It's Serge Gnabry. But he's been absolutely hack and slash down Joshua Kimmich. Gnabry coming in to the support of his teammate there. Could we see another severe injury? Hopefully not. Don't want to see any more of those. Especially not the Pereira one, where the guy did come off. But now France are going to need to step it up. They're going to need to step up the action, because right now they're getting overrun by Portugal. Portugal have the lead. Hungary doing their part, but the French failing to capitalize on this situation given to them. And they currently reside in second place, which is not good for the French, because it means they'll be getting a spanking by the hands of England in their next game if it stays this way. And to be honest, the French is probably who I want to play the least. I'd rather play Portugal than France. I'll tell you that much. But I'll tell you who I'd rather play more than both of them. And it begins with a H and ends with a Uri. And no, it's not Arisa Balaga, as Renato Sanchez comes forward again. Gives you out to João Moutinho. João Moutinho back to Renato. Renato dives inside. Cuts in. Cuts out. Gives it out to the left. Is Jota. Jota to Renato. He's getting absolutely hack and slashed by Kante, but he gets the better of him. Renato Sanchez is in a way, he's Kante-esque. He's very tenacious. I mean, he's got one hell of an engine on him as well. I mean, the guy does not stop running. As Moutinho rips a shot, and it just whizzes over the bar there. It never dipped. It was always rising. It was a good connection on it, but the execution laid a lot to be decided for. That was very, very poor there. It just kept rising, didn't dip once. And that was simply not good enough. Pogba now, out to Kante. Kante sprays and prays it to the left. He's dipped up. Oh, lovely piece of skill there. Lovely piece of flair. As he cuts in again, diving and turning, twisting in and out. João Moutinho. Day in the life. Let's see if you really trap. Pereira really traps, as he traps the ball fantastically there. A sublime execution on that. Gives it out to João. I tell you, France have really struggled to get a foothold in this game. Audio not good? Is it not? Is this the... Right, one sec, let me just... Is this... Is this... Alright, one sec, is this... Alright, one sec, is this... Now that should be better. Should be better. Should be better. Now what is that? Should be better. Is that good now? Now what is that? Should be better. Is that good now? Yeah, it is. Now what is that? You'll hear double for a second there. That's just because I was testing if I could hear it. But yes, the audio should be all crispy now. I'm glad I figured out that little fix there, because I used to have to like end the whole stream. But luckily now, there are ways around it without doing that whole shenanigans. I don't know what it is that causes the audio to go like that. Yeah, that good. Cheers, mate. I'll tell you what's not good right now, though, is the fact that France are not doing the business. They're not helping me out. They're not helping you out. They're not helping themselves out, to be quite frankly honest. And to be quite frankly honest as well, it's quite disgusting, if you ask me. It's very disgusting, the manner in which they're performing right now. It's disturbing as well, if I'm real about it. It's very disturbing. I expected slightly more from them. Flicked on now by Willie Orban. Can't do anything about it. Ginter gets the ball down. Sprays it out to the left. Brazy spraying on the ball there. I tell you, this Gosens guy, I'd really like to see what he can do in the Prem. And I'd really like to see what he could do at Leeds. There's a lot of talk about Javier Galán. But let me tell you something. Gosens is the real deal. If there's anyone we could get our hands on in that kind of left-hand side department of the pitch, for me, Gosens have to be the man. He can play well in a back three. He can play well in a back four. He's on the ball, fantastic. I've uploaded Leeds United rumour mill link with Lang, centre mid, my YouTube channel, and it got 200 views in one day. That is beautiful to hear, my friend. That is fantastic stuff. I'm sure it was an absolute banger. An absolute banger. Well, they would have had to been to get that many views. Congratulations, my brother. Pop a can of Red Bull for me to celebrate. I was gonna say pop a bottle of champagne, but I don't think you're of legal age. In fact, I know you're not of legal age, so I cannot advise alcohol consumption to a minor. 5 comments. Oof. I'll tell you who's making a comment right now, and it's Nelson Semedo, who's absolutely cruising down that right-hand side. Can't quite get the ball in there. Gives it back to Mbappe with a very poor back pass, which was intended to go to Jota. But then Bernardo Silva is all over him like a rash he cannot get rid of. He's hacking him down about 50 times before Mbappe actually does fall over there. Very dirty play by the citizen. But it might have not meant anything as Griezmann springs forward on another attack before getting dispossessed again. Bernardo Silva is everywhere. He's pressing him like nobody's business. I've got to say that. I've seen a lot more energy from this Portugal team than I have seen from France. France have the quality, but the best was one of the comments. Mate, the best is simply the best. He is the best of the kind. Of course he is. He's an absolute legend. He's always lurking around. João Moutinho sprays out to the right here. But like I'm saying, I'm not seeing enough intensity from this French side. I'm not seeing enough desire. It looks like they're happy to scrape through in second place, which is a rookie mistake if you ask me, because no one should be happy to play England in the round of 16. And I tell you, they are probably my least favoured opposition. Like I said, Hungary springing forward on another attack here, though. It's lovely work here. Cuts in and out. He rips a shot. Woo! Bounces just in front of the goalkeeper. It was about to bounce bottom right-hand corner, but it's a calm save, a calm catch from the German shot stopper. And speaking of a German shot maker instead, Kai Havertz looks to be in some serious discomfort there on the floor. I don't know what's happened. He's been kicked in the balls, it looks like. As he's gone to rip the shot off, Kai Havertz has stood there and his foot kind of swings up and kicks him straight in the balls. That is not a comfortable one for the young chap. Not comfortable in the slightest. And I don't blame him. I don't blame him for that. For being on the floor, that is. Not for kicking him in the balls. I do not advise that. It's actually a very, very painful thing. And anyone that's played football, knowing that the ball hitting you in the balls is painful enough, let alone someone's stud. Now, if someone studs you in that area, you could be saying goodbye to your future kids and grandkids. Yo, what's going on here, geez? He's rolling around on the floor. Come on. What's he playing at, man? Get up. He's basically sat on the ball. He's just sat on the ball, just scratching his arse there. He's not doing anything. What's he playing at, man? Tony Kroos wipes his face. Oh, no, that's not Tony Kroos. That's Joachim Löw. tell you, if there's, I would not use that towel that he's holding. I'll tell you that for a fact. Look how empty that stadium is, though. Look at the stark contrast. You've got this Portugal-France game where you've got a packed-out stadium. I mean, it looks absolutely beautiful over there. Full of fans. 100% packed to the rafters. And then you look at this Germany-Hungary game, and it looks like there's about 50 people there. It's such a stark contrast. Why can't we just get every stadium full? It would change the game, man. Hopefully, they said that they are going to extend Wembley Stadium to 40,000 capacity for the round of 16, and then potentially up to 60,000, and potentially maybe even more than that when the semi-finals and final do eventually roll around. So we could be seeing a virtually packed out Wembley Stadium for the final if England make it there. Rather, when England make it there, should I say. Oh, man, I'm telling you. All we need is for France to win. Come on, man. I never thought I'd be rooting the French on like this. You know, I always wanted them to get knocked out of the tournament so you wouldn't have to play them. But if they could do us a massive favour here, we could really, really be on our way to Wembley. And I got 8 new subscribers yesterday because of that video. Like I said, mate, looks like you're going to need to be busting out 2 Red Bulls. Not just the one. You're going to need the double. The queen and a double. Ronaldo is doubling down on his dive, though, as he rolls around the floor, eating more grass than a cow. Let's see what happens. So he takes a double step. Oh, that's not a foul. That's not a foul. He's basically kicked Presnel. I'm not sure that's a foul, to be honest. I'm not sure that's a foul. He's bought that. He's gone down to Poundland with his 5 free coupon vouchers and bought it. Let's see if you really turn up the auto-tune. Moutinho stands over the ball. So too does Bernardo Silva. How are they going to get this in there? It's whipped, it's dipped, but only as far as the first man. And it's cleared away concisively and decisively. Only as far as Nelson Semedo, though. He sprays it back to the goalkeeper. Thinking about it, this team have a lot of Premier League players, mostly because Wolves signed like half of the Portuguese national team to their ranks. But aside from that, I mean, you got João Moutinho, Wolves, Rui Patricio, Wolves, Nelson Semedo, Wolves. You've got Diego Jota, Liverpool, Bruno Fernandes, Man United. Who's the other geezer? They've got another. Who's their other attacker? Have I forgotten his name? Bernardo Silva, Man City. That's like 7 of their starting players all playing in the Premier League. Then you've got Ruben Neves. And probably anyone else that plays for Wolves. Silva's probably lurking around that squad somewhere. Won't be in the main team, obviously, because he's too young and not good enough. But I tell you who is good enough. And it is Rafa Varane, but clearly not right now. Paul Pogba, on the other hand, experienced. He's been there, done it. World Cup winner, captain, leader. Well, he's not captain, but he is a leader for sure. Gives it to Mbappe, who leads with the ball at his feet. And is that a penalty? It looks like a penalty to me. Pepe's pulled him down, and he's given a penalty. France have a penalty. This is what we needed. France back in the game. It's a beautiful run by Mbappe. It's a lovely ball. I don't know what the hell that guy's wearing. What the hell is that? What the hell is he wearing? That is a criminal action right there. That is criminal. Almost as criminal as this penalty, claims the Portuguese players. So it's played in, and Semedo pushes. Oh, it looks like to me. It looks like to me. It looks like to me, but it does look like there's enough contact for a penalty. I'm not sure how you overrule that now in this situation. Germany versus Hungary, 2 minutes left. Yes, 2 minutes added time in the Germany-Hungary game. And 2 minutes, well, they haven't decided how much added time in this Portugal-France game. But they still haven't decided on the penalty either. There's huge uproars from the Portuguese players. They're trying to see if it was inside of the box, I think. It's a fantastic ball through by Pogba there. What a ball that is. And they're still not giving up, those Portuguese players. Semedo and Pepe having absolute kittens there. But I do believe he has given the penalty nonetheless. 3 minutes left. VAR penalty check. Do not screw this over, VAR. They have given the penalty. They have. Who's taking it? It's Karim Benzema. It's Karim Benzema. I would have given it to Mbappe personally. I wouldn't have given it to Benzema. But Benzema steps up to take the penalty. I tell you, I haven't seen this take so long, man. It's been like 3 minutes. The best. Yo, how are you on this fine evening, my friend? Long time no speak. Have you been grinding that fiver work? Grinding the work. Come on, Benzema. Come on. He slots it. It's 1-1. Come on. Oh, yes. Half-time Hungary, you say. I look over there. There's 20 seconds left in that game on my screen. A minute left on the France game on my screen. And wow. Wow, we could be closing in on something truly magic here. All we need is for that Hungary-Germany score to remain the same and France to beat Portugal. They just need one more goal. And England have done it. Well, we haven't really done anything, but they've done it for us. They've set England up beautifully, might I add. And speaking of setting England up, I am going to speak about England in just a second. I do, however, need to sprint to the toilet first. My account got disabled and I had to create a new one. Why did it get disabled? What the hell? What the hell? That's crazy, man. Why did they disable your account? The best, thank you for commenting on my YouTube channel. I hear you guys have been supporting each other. That's what I like to hear, my brothers. That's what I like to hear. Support each other. But I will sprint to the toilet first. I can't believe they've disabled your account, though. What was that for? I mean, leave it down and I'll get to that in a second. I'll get on to the people at Fiverr and, give them a piece of my mind. Ain't nobody banning my boy like that for no reason. Unless if you did do some criminal activities. Oh, I promoted your last video. Is that why? Shit, is that why? Is that why they banned you? Fuck. Shit, sorry, man. Well, in future, your account is more important than that. Don't worry about, oh, right. Oh, right. Wait, I'm confused. I think you're saying no. But either way, if you did promote mine or Ethan's video, thank you very much. You absolute kind-souled man. I do need to sprint to the toilet, though. And then when I get back, we will be talking about all things Fiverr. And most importantly, all things England. Be back in just a sec. good. I hope you didn't hear any of that other music there. I realised that it changed the tune for some reason. But that's no good. I hope that didn't play. Otherwise, that would be absolutely thingy. The reason I was banned was that I followed a YouTube video on how to make money on Fiverr. The easy way was buy a request. So I posted a request like how they did in the video, and my account got disabled because I was taking advantage of the system to promote myself. Gamer guy, I promote your video if you want to. Okay. That sucks, man. That sucks. Everyone else is abusing the system. Anytime a boy tries to abuse it, he gets banned. But at least you were able to create a new account, and that's all right. Just be a bit more careful about how you go about things next time. Is the only advice I would give you. But speaking of advice and speaking of giving it, I think it's time that we have a little chat, don't you? I think it's time we have a little chat about these boys, about the mighty Three Lions. What do you guys think about yesterday's game? Get your voices, get your opinions down in that chat right now so we can have a little conversation about it. And that, my friend, was the wrong screen. Is this audio working, by the way? I just need to double check that the audio is working. Please tell me the audio is working. Please tell me the audio is working. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. All right. Please tell me the audio is working. It is time to talk about the boys. What did you guys think of yesterday's performance? What did you think about the team? What did you think about his squad selection, first of all? What did you think about Bukayo Saka's introduction? Because I tell you, it was a very brave move by Sir Gareth to bring Bukayo Saka in. Not anyone would have really chosen to bring Saka in. Everyone was saying Sancho. Everyone was saying they wanted Sancho and Grealish starting. Grealish, of course, started in Mason Mount's position, which might have actually been a very fortunate thing for us. Maybe it was lucky that Mason Mount did get caught with COVID. I mean, not for his sake, because obviously I don't wish that on my worst enemy, and I don't wish him missing out on a major tournament on anyone, because that's horrible for him. But in terms of England, Jack Grealish, the Real Deal came in, and the Real Deal did perform. Let me just sort this out. Would you start? I wasn't surprised. I also wasn't impressed. What weren't you impressed about? Weren't you impressed with the lineup, or the performance, or the fact that he brought Bukayo Saka in, or were you not impressed with the Fiverr thing we were just talking about? Yes, it was. Would you start Saka in your next game, though? That's my question. Would you start Saka, or would you bring Foden back in for the potential game against Hungary that is coming up? Maybe it could be France, but it is potentially going to be Hungary. Or would you take him out? Now, you see, for me, I think Saka played very, very well. I would start Saka ahead of Foden. Now, usually I wouldn't. I do think Foden is the better player at this point in their career, most definitely is. But this tournament, I mean, Saka, it says it all. He's played 5 games for England. 3 of them, he's got man of the matches. The guy yesterday was liquid. He was picking the ball up from deep. He was taking people on. He wasn't scared. When I saw Foden sometimes, he seemed a bit too hesitant. He was taking his time to take players on, and it just wasn't really working for him. Saka had what is known as the arrogance of youth. The ability to just pick the ball up and take people on without caring about what's going on behind him, without caring about potentially mucking it up. Starting 11 are based on performance. Indeed, they are, and a great performance he had. But let me tell you another thing. If Mason Mount's back, do you drop him for Grealish? Or do you put Grealish onto the left, Sterling onto the right, and Mount back into the middle? Or do you keep Grealish in that midfield position? Because Grealish in that midfield position, might I add, he was very, very impressive there. He did all the work that he'd usually do from the wing, picking up the ball from deep, making those overlapping runs down the left, and spraying in some great balls. The only thing is that we were also able to have Raheem Sterling and Bukayo Saka there. I thought it worked an absolute treat for me. And I think for me going forward, forward, you've got to keep Rice and Phillips in there, because then you can put Grealish just in front and he can make up the slack for all of that creative work that you could say is potentially being missed by having Calvin Phillips and Declan Rice there. I do also like the fact that he did drop Rice and put Calvin Phillips into that holding midfield role, because if we are going to go more attacking, Calvin Phillips can sit in that role and do everything defensively that Rice can do, but he also has more confidence playing the ball forward. Not on who is better exactly. It's not just based on paper. I completely agree with that. It's got to be based on how they perform, but most importantly, not just how they perform for their club, how they perform for England. Because let's not be fooled, there are many, many examples throughout the years of players that just don't perform to the same way on international duty as they do for their club. It was a boring second half. It was a boring second half. You're right. I did want to see more goals, if I'm honest. I'll get onto that in just a second. Before I finish this point, Jordan Pickford, I was going to bring up as an example, one of those players. Whilst for Everton, yes, he may not perform to the high standard that people expect from him, and he makes a lot of mistakes. But whenever he turns up for England duty, it's a different Jordan Pickford. He's just a player that's so suited to international football, and maybe Bukayo Saka is one of those players. Maybe Phil Foden at this stage of his career isn't one of those players. I would keep Grealish on because I'm not sure Mount will be 100% after COVID. He didn't have COVID, actually. He didn't have it. It's just because he came into contact with Billy Gilmore. He didn't actually test positive. I'm pretty sure him and Ben Chilwell tested negative for COVID. Hello? Sorry, is that better? Is that better? Is that better? Is that better? Can you hear this? Is that better? Is this good? Is that better? All right, no problem with the audio. No problem with the audio. All right, good to hear. All right, so like I was saying, what were we just talking about? So we were talking about the second half. Yes, if we look at it negatively, we didn't score as many as we would have liked. Yes, we didn't really put on the clinic I would have so desired for England to do. But 3 games, 0 goals conceded. Only 2 goals scored, yes, but we were able to keep them away. We were able to keep anybody from scoring against us. And if we do go up against a France or a Portugal and we do manage to take the lead, then it could be good for us because we've shown that we're very defensively resolute. And what I will say, I'll tell you who's proved everyone wrong yet again. A player who cannot miss out on the next game. And it's Raheem Sterling. Because Raheem Sterling has scored 100% of England's goals this tournament. So no matter what you think about him, no matter what you think about how he plays, no matter what you think about who could be playing in his position, he has to start and he has to play because he has scored 100% of our goals. And he could have made it 2 with that chip very early on which hit the post. I was very disappointed that didn't go in. I tell you, it was absolute limbs. I was running around screaming. Unfortunately, it didn't quite make it. Henderson, of course, had that goal ruled out for offside, which I thought was well off, if I'm honest. I was coaxed into jumping around celebrating because everyone else was. And my mate was kind of dragging me around screaming, even though I thought it was offside initially. And then, of course, it did get ruled off, so I did end up looking like a bit of a muppet for joining in anyway. But like I say, Raheem Sterling, though, still because of that, has 100% of our goals. So I don't know what you guys think about him. Has he changed some of your minds, maybe? A lot of you are probably in two ways about starting Sterling in this tournament. Has he changed your mind with his performances for England? Because again, this goes back to how people perform for their country compared to how they perform for their club. And for England, Sterling has scored about 14 goals in his last 16 England appearances. The guy always scores for England. He always turns up. And he offers something that a lot of people don't. And when he did come off the pitch, I kind of felt like we lacked his pace in that second half when he did come off the pitch. Now, as for going forward, it depends on who we're going to play. There is potential for us to be playing Hungary in the next game. There is a potential for England to have a very, very easy route to that semi-final. And I'll tell you something, with this resolute defence, once it gets to the semi-final or the final, if we can keep teams out and keep clean sheets, that's all that matters, because we will score going forward. We will create at least one killer chance that we will take away. Harry Kane needs to step up if he is going to take that. I don't know what you guys thought about Harry Kane's performance, but for me, he was slow again. He was lethargic. He wasn't sharp enough on the ball, and it was not a good enough performance from Harry Kane yet again. And I feel like he potentially should have come off because he wasn't offering enough. And yet again, Sterling could have had 2 goals if he squared it to Sterling. He did another non-squaring to Sterling action where he decided not to pass it to Sterling, who had an open tap-in. It was another ridiculous decision by Harry Kane again, in my opinion. So I don't know what you guys think about Harry Kane. But for me, he's really, really riding his luck to the fact that he's still in the squad. Everyone says he's undroppable this, he's undroppable that. But he hasn't performed to a high enough level to make himself undroppable in this tournament. Yes, you could say because of his name, because of his stature, that he should be undroppable anyway. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I've expected a little bit more from him. I've been a tiny bit disappointed in his performances personally. But what can you say about Haroldinho Kane? And you're saying it's a goal. It is a goal. It's Karim Benzema. It's 2-1 to France. And yes, this is what I'm talking about. You may be wondering, because this is, of course, going up on a video later. What's going on, James? I am doing a live watch-along for the Portugal-France game. And as it stands, England are playing Hungary in the round of 16 because it is a 2-1 lead to France now. They have just scored against Portugal. I'll be getting back to the watch-along in just 5 minutes when I finish off this little segment. But as it stands, it's been ruled out for offside, I believe. It has been ruled out for offside. So as it stands, England are still playing either France or Portugal in the... Well, actually, they're currently playing Portugal in the next game. And the VAR goal check has given it. He's given it. He has given it. And it is 2-1 to France. And as it stands, England are playing Hungary in the next game. This is absolutely mental scenes. Limbs. Oh my days, all we need now is for both France and Hungary to hold off, and we have done it. We have got ourselves an easier route to the final. I spoke about it yesterday. I spoke about the potential upset that could be caused, and this is massive. As it stands, England are playing Hungary in the round of 16. Oh yes, come on the boys. Lovely finish by Karim Benzema there. Oh, audacious stuff. Goal Hungary. I know you're teasing me there, Ethan. I know you're teasing me. But this is what I'm saying. With Hungary up next, we can easily dispatch of them. Yes, they're beating Germany right now. But at the back, they don't seem too assured. I don't see why Raheem Sterling and Bukayo Saka can't cause them some serious problems. And that's right. For me personally, I would start Bukayo Saka in the next game. I would start him. I think he performed too well to be dropped. I think when you have a performance like that, you can't be dropped. He got the assist to the assist. He was running them ragged. He offered something unique, something dynamic, which we hadn't really shown in the previous games without Bukayo Saka there. I feel like the lineup we used yesterday was perfect. I didn't really rate Henderson since he came on. For me, Henderson has to get out of the team. I don't think he was good enough. However, Saka, I would keep him. I would keep him in and then potentially bring Sancho on. What I would say about Sancho, yes, I do want to see Sancho get more game time. When he did come on, he didn't really perform as well as Bukayo Saka did. And on merit for club performance, maybe Sancho should be starting ahead of him. But there are a lot of things that go on behind the scenes that we do not know as fans. that maybe happened in training, that maybe there's a slight injury concern that we don't really know about. But that could be the reason why Sancho hasn't had his game time. And that could be the reason why Bukayo Saka has been pushed in ahead of him. And let me tell you something. If Bukayo Saka performs like that, then we should have no problem cruising past both Sweden and Hungary en route to the semi-final. If Raheem Sterling keeps up his goal-scoring form, there is no reason why England can't do it. And it's only a matter of time before Harry Kane finally finds the back of the net. Harry Kane is not going to go throughout this entire tournament without scoring a goal. No matter what I say about him, he will not go through this tournament without scoring a goal. And that, my friends, is a fact. And on that, I will tell you, it is coming home. I need to finish off watching this game. I need to see what happens in the remainder of this Germany versus France game and this this Germany-Hungary game and this Portugal-France game. And at the end of that, we will decide and we will see how England's route to the final is looking. Here we go. It's 2-1 to France over Portugal. Germany and Hungary still 1-0. I know you were trolling about that Hungary goal there. I wish you weren't, though, because otherwise I would be a lot more comfortable in my seat right now. I'm currently very, very, very uncomfortable with how things stand because one Germany goal could change everything. But as it stands, we are in the magic seat. Everyone said Hungary were going to get smacked. Everyone called it the group of death. But Hungary are proving people wrong once again. Hungary yet again deceiving or defying expectations. Germany once again flattering to deceive. And you could say France are. Hang on, what's happened with Luca Digne here? Luca Digne's off the pitch. Has he been sent off? Has Digne been sent off? What's gone on here? Or has he been subbed off instantly? What's happened with Luca Digne there? I'm not sure. I looked over at the Germany-Hungary game. Does anyone know what's just happened with Luca Digne? I saw him getting stripped and ready to come on. I saw him getting stripped and ready to come on there. I don't know what's happened with Digne. Does anyone know what's happened? I'm trying to get the information on my phone, seeing what's going on. Did he even come on the pitch? Oh my days. There seems to be an injury in the Germany-Hungary game as well. I'm not sure who's down there. I'm trying. Sorry if you can't see what I'm doing. I'm trying to find on my phone to see if he did come on the pitch. He did come on, did he? Yeah, he came on and got subbed off 7 minutes later. What? So let's have this right. Luca Digne came on the pitch in the 45th minute at half time, and then Adrien Rabiot has been just taken on for him. So he's changed formation as Didier Deschamps. But was there an injury to Digne? I don't know if anyone knows about that. But that is a crazy decision. And if it doesn't pay off, then he is going to be going under a lot of media scrutiny tonight. A lot of fire from the press. And he'll be coming under a lot of fire from me. Because if France choke this, I will not be happy. Let me tell you that for a fact. Portugal coming forward. This is not what we like to see. It's a lovely clearance by Hugo Lloris. That rhymed. I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. And guess what? My name ain't even Vuj. That's all I'm saying. Hungary on the attack now. And yes, I have perked up a bit from the first half because I'm excited. I'm excited at the prospect of an England-Hungary round of 16. Everyone said we're going to have a terrible, terrible run if we win the group. And that finishing second would garnish us an easier run. However, if the results stay the way they are, then that will not be the case. It just simply will not. We will be getting a much easier run in for the group than people would have expected. Ilkay Gundogan coming off for Leon Goretzka. Hopefully that doesn't change anything. Hopefully Hungary can get a Wilfred Bonny insurance policy goal as they come forward on the left-hand side of the pitch now. He bodies his man. He gets absolutely hack and slashed down. That is a terrible foul by Leza Sanz or Leroy Sané, whatever you want to call him. An absolutely tumultuous challenge. A challenge that, disgusting. It's a lovely drag back, and it's not even Sane. It's it's Ginter who absolutely slashes his Achilles there. Disgraceful stuff. England 3-0 Hungary. Well, hang on a second, mate. Hang on a second. We have to wait till the results of these games before we start talking about England-Hungary, all right? Before we start giving score predictions for England versus Hungary, we have to make sure that England-Hungary is actually on the table. And I'm not 100% sure about that right now. But if Hungary can score now, that could give me a little bit more confidence. Here we go. Just 30 minutes to go. 32, should I say. It's a lovely cross in. It's slashed away. It's played back in. And that is terrible. He's absolutely squandered the opportunity there. Who is that? That is a gilt-edged chance. A gilt-edged chance. It's drilled across. It's some pinball action. Germany failing to clear the ball out. Oh, no, that is simply not good enough. Simply not good enough, and it's given the Germans some incentive. Hungary goal 62nd minute. There's no way you are 40. There's no way you're four minutes ahead of me. So I don't believe you. Clickbait, not for 1 second, Ethan. You've tried it too many times. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. You don't get fooled twice. That's all I'm saying. Although Germany are in here. No. Oh. Lovely clearance by Willy Orban there. Come on, the boy. Of course, he does have experience going up against a lot of these players. Leroy Sané coming at him. Of course, his opponent this year in the Bundesliga. In fact, that was Kai Havertz, who he has experience of coming up against last year. I presume Willy Orban has played quite a lot of his football in Germany, growing up as well, not just for a professional level. As Benzema comes forward for France, it's whipped in by Germany though. There's so much action going on right now, I don't know where to look. Left and right, there's shots popping off galore. There's people whipping crosses in. This is crazy, intense. And seriously scary. Oh, and Griezmann's been absolutely hack and slashed by João Palhinha there. He manages to earn the free kick, which is good to see, as they show again that cross from Hungary. Look at those fans, the Hungarian fans all up in arms. Yellow card for who? Yellow card for who, Chris Kamara? Oh, no, that's not good enough. Oh, Germany absolutely swarming them. But Hungary still managing to get the ball out. This is some good pressing by Kai Havertz, though. As it's sprayed forward to the left. Here we go. He's on the attack. He's got Leroy Sané behind him, though. Leroy Sané falls over and manages to defend it well. And what's going on here? Is they giving a free kick? He's booked Sané and given a free kick to Hungary. I would have played the advantage there. I don't know why he's booked him. That's the yellow card you were talking about. Germany, yeah. Leroy Sané. He should have played the advantage there. Oh, he's handballed it. He's handballed it. That's a red. That's a red. It was going in there. He was in there like swimwear, and he's just gone and handballed it. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh, that is pure cheat. There's no way you could say that's an accident. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. I don't know if in the letter of the law you could... Moutinho almost scored there. Have they given another penalty? No, they haven't. They haven't given a penalty, have they? Oh my God, they've given a penalty. Oh my God, they've given Portugal a penalty. No, they haven't. Oh, yes, they have. They've given Portugal a penalty. Oh, no, they've given Portugal a penalty. Oh, they've given Portugal a penalty. Why, you idiot? Who is that with his hands in the air doing the flipping Macarena? He's doing the Macarena, man. What's he doing? What's he playing at, man? Don't have your hands up here, you clamp it. Oh, my days. Oh, Hungary come close. Oh, my days. I cannot believe it. Who is that muppet who's just given Portugal another penalty? I can't be arsed, man. I can't be arsed. You idiot. You clamp it. What are you doing with your hands in the air like you're doing the flipping, cha-cha slide? No. Keep your hands down at your side. You're giving away 2 needless penalties, man. Oh, this is ridiculous. Oh, you idiots. You idiot. You idiots, man. You absolute idiots. You have one job to hold off against Portugal. Oh, Ronaldo, if you're going to miss a penalty, just miss this one, please. Just miss this penalty. Miss this penalty. Miss this penalty. Oh, what do you mean goal, Portugal? Fuck off. Oh, he scored. He scored. Of course he has. Of course he's bloody scored. Of course he scored. Of course he has. Of course he scored. Oh, as it stands, we're back to playing Portugal. We're no longer playing Hungary. Hungary are doing their job against Germany, but the French, needless penalty again given away, and their useless defending comes to haunt them once again as Portugal make it 2-2 against France. And now Portugal slide into second place, and we will be playing Portugal in the round of 16 as it stands because, useless defending, terrible defending. Who is that? I need his name. I'm name and shaming that guy. I need his name. Koundé, I believe it is. Kound and then E with the apostrophe. I don't know how to pronounce that. But you're useless, my friend. You're useless. Who do you play for? Sevilla, 22 years of age. Useless. Muppet. Bloody doing the cha-cha slide. And as it stands, Portugal are 2-2. Well, I'd say to the good. They're not to the good, but it's basically to the good for them because they're through, as it stands, to the round of 16 in their guaranteed second position. And if the results stay the way they are, there's no way they cannot get through the group, no matter what happens in the Germany-Hungary game. I'm going to need a big lump of character shown by the French here. I'm going to need some passion. I'm going to need some more aggression because right now I'm not seeing enough. I'm seeing placid movement. I'm seeing them happy to give away this result. Take Benzema off. Bring Giroud on. Look at those Hungarian fans, by the way. None of them are following the regulations at all. This is why it's absolutely crazy. They've been given, obviously, a little section, and they're meant to be more spread out. But they're all just combining into one little area of the pitch there. Oh, no. Who's that? Who's down? That's another needless foul by the Hungarians there. It's all going tits up right now. It's all going tits up indeed. From a moment that was pure pandemonium just 5 minutes ago to now everything going tits up. Who is it? Who's going to take the ball? It's Joshua Kimmich. Kimmich whips it in now. It's caught away, and it's in the back of the net. It's 1-1 Germany-Hungary as well. Oh, things have just got from worse to worse. Absolute kamikaze defending there. It's a fantastically... I'd say it was a fantastically well-worked goal. It's a fantastically luckily worked goal by the Germans there. But it ends up bouncing in. Galashi is not happy at all. Rudiger slapping him on the back there. And that is terrible defending from Hungary there. And they've gifted Germany a goal. And as it stands, England are in the mud. Well, we're not in the mud, but we're going to have a lot thicker mud to go through than we would have through Hungary. We had our 5 minutes of joy. It's terrible goalkeeping by Galashi. Absolutely useless. What's he diving out of his box for no reason for? Absolute kamikaze goalkeeping there. Completely misses the ball. And Kai Havertz has an easy slot in after it's flicked on by Hummels. It's a good run by Havertz. It's a good header by Hummels. But in the end of the day, that is very, very poor defending. Very poor defending there. And Hungary have let it slip. And it's Germany 1-1. Hungary 1. Portugal running through here. If Portugal make it 3-2 now, this could be all in the dumps for England. Kai Havertz is being taken off. Will Germany come to rue that decision? Or will they not? It's played forward now by Hungary. And he scored! It's 2-1! It's 2-1 Hungary. He's got up the other end and finished it. And it could be lifeline for England. There could be a lifeline for England as Hungary make it 2-1. Oh, it's all up to play for now. It's back in the grabs of England, back in the grasp of England, should I say. The Hungarian fans back into a frenzy. This is limbs. This is crazy. Hungary goal get in. Hungary goal get in indeed. Oh, it's 2-1 to Hungary now. It's 2-1. It's a fantastic ball up there, straight from the kickoff. Absolute KSI kickoff glitch here. He sprayed it, 40 yards there. It's a beautiful run. It looks like he's just about made it onside. Defender wins the header. It's flicked on here. It's great pressure. He carries on his run and he heads it down there. Again, piercing through the heart of that German defense as it crumbles like a digestive in a hot mug of tea. And Hungary are back in the lead. And now all we need is for France to pull their finger out. France to do the business. So far, they're choking. They are choking big time. Hungary are not. Hungary are showing fight. They're showing passion. They're showing desire. And they're showing hunger, most importantly. France, on the other hand, not showing enough of that, in my opinion. But as it stands, Portugal still going through in second place, which is not good for England. Well, it's all right for England. It's probably our second best option we could have in this entire group to finish second. But it's not as good as Hungary would be. Hungary are who we need to play. Hungary is the easiest option. And we're going to need some big plays from the French to get us there. As it's played to the right from Griezmann. Griezmann out to the right again. Benzema back to Griezmann. Griezmann in the midfield. He plays it forward to Mbappe. It's a dodgy top. It's still found its way to him. He tries to backheel it to Benzema. Can't get through. It's Mbappe still in the box now. Mbappe losing out to Renato Sanchez. The Portuguese defending with every last bit of drop of sweat, of hope that they have to keep the French out. As it stands, we just need one goal. It's a lovely ball through to Mbappe. But this is where I need Mbappe to shine, man. I need you to shine and get a goal. Come on, it's played forward again. The French through again here. It's Griezmann on the outside of the box. He gives it back to Rabiot, the super sub. Sprays it to the left to Benzema. Benzema cuts inside. He plays it back to the edge of the box. It's Paul Pogba. Paul Pogba takes a heavy touch. He's still got the ball though. And he rips a shot. Oh, it's saved onto the post. It's Griezmann. It's saved again. Oh my God. Oh my God. Pogba again. It's whipped in and he's messed it up big time. That was so close by the French there. Patricio with 3 great saves. Oh, first of all, Pogba rips a shot. It's saved just onto the post there. It's a fantastic save. It's a fantastic shot by Pogba in the first place. Lovely piece of skill to rip the shot off. Oh, tipped just onto the post. And then Griezmann's rebound is saved again. Oh, how close can you get? How close can you get? If the shot was just an inch further to the right, the keeper is not getting his hand on that. There was too much power on it. Griga, hi, how are you, my brother? Never seen you before in this stream. Is this your first time? How are you, my friend? How are you on this fine, fine evening? Oh, I tell you, I'd be a lot better if that goal just went in. If that goal went in. Hungary doing the business. France, as it stands, are not. France are letting me down. They're letting you down. They're letting their nation down. And most importantly, they're letting our nation down. Depending on where you're from, obviously. 2 needless penalties given away there. Can they fight back, though? And N'Golo Kante harrying him. Good, this is my first time. Hey, how are you? I'm very good, my friend. I'm currently absolutely shitting bricks because I need a France goal. And I most importantly need Hungary to hold off against Germany as well. And if they do, then it'll all happen. Griga, please subscribe to JTLive. Only if he enjoys the content. If you don't enjoy it, don't subscribe. If you do enjoy it, then, hey, then you can subscribe and make sure you don't miss anything else. Vamos Portugal. Hopefully there will be no Vamosing for Portugal today. Hopefully for me, France can do the business. I don't know who you're supporting, Santana, but for me, it has to be the French because I need a France goal. See, he says, I hope there's not a Portugal goal. I hope that's not what you're talking about, because otherwise I will not be happy in the slightest. I need the French to pull through. Come on. Of all the games you're going to choke, you're going to choke this one. You have to be winning this. Come on, it's Griezmann on the ball. Griezmann to the left. Sanchez handballs it. You have 20 minutes left. Griega has just subscribed and joined the most forward-thinking young pioneers that the beautiful game has ever seen. Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you very much. Santana, pass it to Ronnie. No, do not pass it to Ronnie. Get Ronnie the hell away from that ball. I don't care. As it stands, Portugal will still be going through in third place. That's all right. They can go through all they like. Not as it stands if they do lose. We need France to score. We need Hungary to hold off against Germany. That is what we need. It's Griezmann out to the right now. Can he whip it in? It's a lovely ball in. It's too high and it's too far. Too much power on it. No one can get there. It's Pogba to Benzema, and Benzema messes it up again. I need a Portuguese goal, baby. For what? What do you need a Portuguese goal for? Because I can tell you exactly what I need a France goal for. I'll tell you exactly what I need that goal for. I don't know what you need your Portuguese goal for. What reason is that? What reason is that? Bruno in. I don't know what I mean by Bruno in. Bruno in. Hopefully the only in Bruno is doing is a shot into his own goal. Maybe he bet. Well, you know what, my friend? I'll give you all your bet money back if France can do this. Because that's all I care about right now. Forget the bet money. I'll give you it all. I'll give you it all the way to the bloody bank, my friend. If France can do this. And oh no, he's been skinned 3 times there. He's been skinned 3 times and Ronaldo's on the ball. Come on. Big defending. Come on, Presnel. Chop him down. Lovely tackle there, Presnel. Jota's still on the ball though. This is not good. This is not good at all. Do not let him get the cross in. He's ripped a shot well over there. You only have 19 minutes to score. It was a bet. I got Ronnie, boys. I don't know what you mean you got Ronnie. And I don't know what bet you've made. But I'll give you all that money back if France win. And I'll give you and some. I'll give you triple returns on your bet if France win. That's all I'm saying. Please. Please, come on, France. I've never wanted you to win a game in your life until now. Well, I probably have, but I haven't wanted you to win one so badly. You need your revenge for that Europa League final in 2016 in your own backyard in Paris. Bruno Fernandes is coming on. Bernardo Silva coming off. Come on, France. The cries from the crowd. Ruben Neves coming on for João Moutinho. Come on. Come on, France. I need this. The Hungarian fans are going crazy. You're 2 minutes delayed. I know I am. I know I'm 2 minutes delayed. That's BBC iPlayer for you, my friend. I can try and make it a little bit quicker, but it is BBC iPlayer.
I was just going to mention is that over the course of this evening, Portugal have been in every position in the group, first to fourth at some stage.
But yeah, I am a little bit behind. It's BBC iPlayer.
A stat that they will not care about. All they care about is where they finish when we stop talking come the end of this game.
You can watch it online, but they give you like a bit delay if you watch it online.
Look at that, what a game. It's felt that way as well. It's really ebbed and flowed. You feel that, you know, both teams have had their moments. The second half, France have just got to grips with it much more. Got a bit more energy into their game.
Not a great header by Ruben Diaz. He's not lucky. He's been unable to do anything with it.
As Kroos comes forward for Germany now, they cannot break down that Hungarian defence. It's played
Much
for
better
a
game
lovely
than the final they served up 5 years ago.
Right. Sprayed forward. Can Hungary make it 3? No, it's back there. But all my attention now is on the France.
A little bit more at stake in that game.
Oh yeah.
Hungary so far doing their job. Muller coming forward for the Germans though. He has 2 options either side of him. He decides to go back to Toni Kroos.
Comments before it.
He cuts it
in between being pretty and being at home, or being ugly and being here, I prefer to be ugly. Might be a time for that now for Portugal.
Gives it out to the right. It's Les Sans. Les Sans, can he do anything with it? It doesn't look like it. He does a double step over and goes all the way back.
And they can do that though, Portugal. They've shown that.
Hummel's now about to
especially in the last European Championships when they dug in. They've got the players to come on. They can play with much more of a low block and make life difficult for you. They've made a couple of changes, I think, just to inject some energy. I think France was starting to bypass that midfield a little bit too easy. So the addition of Neves and Bruno Fernandes just gives them more players comfortable on the ball. There's a lot of talk about kind of game management with the England team the other day, and part of game management as well is keeping the ball, starving the opposition of the ball. It's a great run from Benzema, it really is. The only thing I'd say from Diaz's point of view, he's got to drop sooner. When Pogba's got that much time on the ball to get his head up, he's got to be aware of that run. It is his job to drop, to play channel side, don't get me wrong. And the argument, I'm sure that, maybe Rio would say if he's in that position, it would be Pepe's responsibility to get across and police that. But either way, when the midfielder's got so much time on the ball, they just need to drop a little bit earlier.
Varane to Koundé. Benzema. Kante. Coman takes over. Griezmann lining it up. Well lined up with it was Nelson Semedo.
Yeah, might as well, they kept backing off.
Pull back that buster.
France have gone up a gear.
Either we need 3 goals for Hungary right now, or we... Oh no, they won't even.
The way they've improved in this game is this serving even more notice to the others, Jermaine, that here are the favourites.
Yeah, look at their movement now. I mean, Benzema's on the right-hand side. A minute ago, Griezmann was in midfield and ended up being Coman and Mbappe up top.
It's Coman's cross, and it was headed behind by Ruben Neves.
It almost finds its way.
Hasn't gone yet. Rabiot being rived out of the way by Bruno Fernandes. Meantime, Nelson Semedo.
They're time wasting.
It's a bit of stretching.
Time wasting the Portuguese. They're looking
I'm not
for
surprised.
As I look over
it's just
to the Hungary game as well, they have just 2 men up. They're not committing any.
He's played really well this evening.
On their last legs over there. They really are. Semedo looks like he's on his last legs as well.
Oh. I don't know whether he's jarred his knee there or whether he's just got cramped from jumping up.
Just score an own goal, please, one of you.
It's a bit of a straight leg landing, wasn't it?
It was a bit. And hopefully it's just a bit of cramp there. It don't look great.
Frustrated figure. 13 minutes left. Conditions. Please pull something out.
Concern on the face of Fernando Santos.
For the French to score as Germany come through. Oh.
For Pepe's, Pepe's made the decision.
Missing an absolute, well, I would say it was a sitter, but it was a one-on-one.
He's saying that Portugal have to make the change.
4 yards out.
Well, yeah, look, they can't afford.
Slices across
I think Pepe's feeling it. He's sensing what France are doing. He's sensing the feeling of the game. He knows they're there and poised to get that next goal that would be devastating for them. And he wants fresh legs around him.
He's saying to Pepe he's all right. In the meantime, they're not hanging about, and there's going to be an international debut for Diogo Dalot, the fullback who's on loan at Milan from Manchester United.
Well, he's had a really good game for Portugal, Semedo.
Don't really know what's going on in
it's a shame it's had to kind of finish this way, but I kind of understand why Pepe said, look, if you're not 100%...
All I do know, all I really do know...
I need players around me that are fresh and feeling good for these latter stages in the game.
Well, here's how things can happen in a football career. He was only brought into the squad at the last minute after João Cancelo's positive COVID test.
I can't believe they've given away 2 penalties. I cannot believe it. They should be in the clear. They should be getting ready to celebrate.
To the Portuguese.
Ready to party.
There's 11 minutes of the 90 to go. I think it's worth just reminding ourselves of how the group stands right now.
Tough 8 minutes for Hungary.
It could very quickly change.
Well, it has been, hasn't it?
About the same time left in the other game, which is still Germany 1, Hungary 2. Yes, Germany 1, Hungary 2. Here it's still 2 goals each between Portugal and France. Which means France 1, Portugal 2, Hungary through as one of the 4 best third-place teams, and Germany out.
You can see it now. Saves the nation with a lung-busting run down the pitch.
Germany get a goal. Changes again.
Opens his account for the tournament.
France get a goal in this. Changes in this one too, because it would mean Portugal out of the tournament. Renato Sanchez.
So good though, Kante. He knows exactly what Sanchez wants to do. He just wants to get a yard of space to get that onto his right foot just to hit the shot. And
it's
he just blocks those lines with the places that he stands in, essentially, when he's tracking back. He just doesn't let you pull the trigger.
That's it. It was nice to dream.
Renato Sanchez was the teenager who came onto the scene in a blaze of glory. He cost many, many millions of euros for Bayern Munich from Benfica, then lost his way a bit. A lone spell at Swansea City just didn't go well for him at all. But he has come back to life in 2 years at Lille.
Game over. Portugal it is that we will be playing. Unless if Germany can get another goal.
Ball up to Kingsley Coman. Koundé.
Very unfortunate.
So they got themselves into a much lower block now, Portugal, with numbers behind the ball.
Drills across it, it takes a slight deflection. That deflection takes it past Galashi.
I think it's a good decision from them. They were just allowing one too many gaps at one point. They look pretty solid in this shape.
But it's a very, very unfortunate tale of events for Hungary.
Something else has happened in Munich.
As it stands,
and it's Leon Goretzka who's made it happen for Germany. Desperate stuff from Joachim Löw's side. What a strike that is from Goretzka. It is 2-2 in that one as well.
Ahead on head-to-head statistics. So as it stands, we're not even going to play the Portuguese. This is terrible.
Wow.
This is terrible. This is a terrible turn of events.
Here's Mbappe.
What we need now is a Portugal win to ensure that we don't play the Germans.
It's all going off tonight.
Really sorry state of affairs here. A really sorry state of affairs. As the Hungarians come forward again, throwing the kitchen sink at it, every last drop of anything they have left to give. It's back-heeled. They go into the box, but it's good defending from Ginter there. Unable to convert the goal.
It's 2-2 in both games. I'm reckoning that'll be back to as we were at the start.
Unfortunately,
after all that,
not quite with the grace of Adiola.
France, Germany, Portugal, Hungary. We're back for England, Germany again on Tuesday. We should stop speculating. It could change again.
It's going to. I'm just going to stop listening now until the games finish.
Yellow card for Kimpembe.
He's gone flying in there on Ronaldo.
But nonetheless, a game is steeped in history.
Look at this. I mean,
a game which is a lot more tough than.
Oh, a great challenge, that.
Yeah, just 25 minutes ago.
7 minutes to go for this to all change around again. France, Germany, Portugal, Hungary in a thrilling Group F.
Then the French will be who are playing next. So
Portugal have been in every position in the group. We're looking forward to that game at Wembley next Tuesday. At some stage, England have been playing every one of the teams in this group.
We need Hungary to pull something out of this. Otherwise, we're playing either the French or Germany in the next game. If Hungary can't do anything, that's all I care about now, because I'd still rather play the Portuguese
Fernandez goes on
with the Germans.
Ronaldo thwarted by Kingsley Coman.
Composed themselves and they know what they're doing here. They're calm.
He was lining it up one here again, a bit like Renato Sanchez before.
Professional.
And they just got bodies around him in that midfield. It was Kingsley Coman that time from the right-hand side, helping out.
Designed for perfection. This is why they call it the death indeed. Indeed, it is why, and we're playing whoever finishes second in it. And at this moment in time,
Bruno Fernandes got free of Rabiot, and he made Varane make a decision in the middle.
Well, it's brilliant play from Fernandes. He'd be well within his rights to be asking the question.
So if Portugal,
somebody needs to get in there. Diogo Jota from the far side was just caught on his heels a little bit. Probably didn't expect Fernandes to get there.
Play the French. Yes, we need either Portugal and Germany to win, in which case we will be playing the Portuguese. Or we need France and Hungary to win, in which case we'll be playing Hungary.
Followed Ruben Neves.
Yes,
back up.
Can beat them.
Mbappe.
He's done some stuff tonight, Pogba.
A real big spanner in the works.
I have to say, some nice skills here and there. He's probably not really been 100% even at his best, but some incredible bits of play.
It's Coman. Wasn't the way through to Benzema. There is a chance for Griezmann.
Smashes it over the bar.
Neves flung himself in the path of the shot. It missed him. It missed everything.
Yeah, he does everything right here, Kingsley Coman. I think the only surprise is how far this is off target. It's everything that Griezmann would have wanted on his left foot. Coming onto it, time to pick his spot.
We need a miracle. We need a Christmas miracle.
That's his last shot. Antoine Griezmann off to give Moussa Sissoko his first bit of game time in the competition. Portugal substitution as well.
If we manage to do this, well, if these two teams manage to do it for us, if we manage to get
Sergio Oliveira.
That is how
taking over from Renato Sanchez, and that must purely be to do with the miles that he's covered. He's been terrific. Doesn't want to come off just yet, though.
No, he has been terrific. He's definitely added a lot to that midfield that they were missing the other night.
Germany, who were minutes
against the Germans,
from dribbling out of the game. 4 minutes left in the Germany-Hungary game. It's currently the 90th minute on my screen for that one. So we are waiting to see how much additional time is going to be given. I presume you're saying it's 4 minutes. Kroos is holding off there. They're happy to kind of simmer the game down.
Portuguese supporters in attendance have certainly appreciated what Renato Sanchez has brought to the team.
To get a result against Portugal. That was a very flattering score for Portugal.
His first start
they were unlucky
of Euro 2020 has gone well.
You've got to give him a lot of credit. A lot of people here in England saw what the player went through during his time at Swansea.
And they could be going for 0 points.
In a hugely low place to rebuild himself back up to where he is now on the world stage. Shows he's got a lot of character.
They're happy to waste time in the corner here. Who would have thought you'd see Germany time wasting against Hungary to potentially slip through in second or third place? Well, actually, I believe it's a guaranteed second place. Actually, no, it's not. If Portugal win, then it's a guaranteed third place. Hungary did try their best. Yep, they did, but their best, unfortunately, was not good enough. It was always going to be a tough test to manage to beat the Germans. And as it stands, that's who we'll be playing next. It's sprayed forward. One last chance for the Hungarians.
Understandably. There's a bit of standing off now and the pace has dropped.
Yeah, I think this is where both teams understand exactly where they are.
Lord Kovenskic on the ball. Can he throw it into space? Is anyone going to give him an option? It doesn't look like
it's going to be playing it out.
Back to Galashi there. Where's the hunger? They look dead on their feet, those Hungarian players.
Ruben Dias.
That is a piss nowhere near finding the left back, and he's dribbled off
Fernandes.
Absolute p-roller of a pass.
Coman for company. He thought he was fouled. The referee didn't.
As it stands, there is no chance that Hungary can get it back. You say there's 1 minute left. I don't think that's enough. I don't think they have a chance here. They're just giving the ball to
I mean, I suppose this is the time of the game where you can start to think if, as an England fan,
absolute
it looks like we'll be up against the Germans as it is right now.
And who could blame them? They were so
my
close,
only concern, of playing against anybody in this group is the standard of game that they've had on a regular basis. Up against each other, top players, in comparison to what we've had.
Came forward with the arrogance of, well, you'd say the arrogance of.
They've been testing themselves in every single game in their group.
Of an underdog.
The Germans have had some highs, some lows, some really tough games, but
and take their medicine.
I think that's where we as England are going to have to just step up. Step up our game and get a more consistent performance throughout the whole 90 minutes rather than 45 minutes here and there.
And unfortunately, they have just come out too weak in the last seconds here. Their gun was not quite powerful.
It'll probably change now anyway. No, I've said that.
It's 5 minutes to go here, yeah.
That is their national team. They weren't quite able to come forward enough on this occasion.
They were so little burst from one or other of these sides.
Beloved group of death, and here they are, Germany, to seal the deal. And Leroy Sané has completely messed that one up there. He's completely slashed the pitch there. And they think it is full time. It is going to be England versus Germany in the last game of in the round of 16. That is a big one. Leroy Sané coming forward now. Can he seal the deal? No, he can't get past Willy Orban. Orban slashes it forward. Is there one last hope for them? Nope, the ball's off the pitch. It's not a good enough pass by Orban. And as it stands, that is it. Full time. Full time. Hungary 2, Germany 2. Joachim Löw not happy there. He's having a go at the foot.
Away from Bruno Fernandes, who had a hold of him and isn't happy with the way Koeman went down. But he did perhaps take a bit of a risk himself.
It looks clumsy.
But the Portuguese, as it's
a good run at him, Fernandes here. I mean, he's caught him, hasn't he, on the back of the calf.
And that is a penalty if you're asking.
Just going to see if he made it inside the box when he catches him there. It's close.
That's the question. It's definitely a foul.
I mean, it's not been given.
It's most definitely a foul.
But he's definitely caught.
You say Portugal goal.
Kingsley Coman there.
He wasn't going to let him get away. The referee is being talked to.
He is,
He's pointed to his ear then.
Maybe he has given it. I don't know. It's
making it clear to all that he won't be restarting play. It's walked away to where a free kick might be given, although Rui Patricio has the ball under his grasp right now. It looks as though it's get on with it. But that, with the check still going on officially, I think Antonio Mateo Lahoz has made his mind up.
Nothing's been overturned as yet with the penalties we've had.
That is one of those where if he had given it, I don't suppose it would have been overturned that way.
No, and if they're not overturned the Semedo one, they're not going to overturn this.
We were playing the French. I thought we had the French in the next game.
There was contact, a little moment of panic there for Bruno Fernandes.
We had the French in the next game. I cannot afford to play the French this early. The Germans are bad enough, but at least there's a rivalry there. I mean, the French, that would just
be happy to let it go.
Worse for us to come up.
The news is filtering now, although Fernando Santos hasn't got it, that it is over in Germany. And it is Germany 2, Hungary 2, which means that these two could just play this one out.
Oh, man. Oh, that's
that then. What a group it's been. And you know what? Huge credit to Hungary for their performance within it all. Pushed Germany all the way this evening.
Honestly, you don't know how bad that would be. From going from potentially playing Hungary.
Do you think they've heard now?
In France in 20 minutes,
that's the groans you were talking about earlier.
Let's just have a look at one another and you have a pass about for a bit. Why not? They've earned it. They've given us a terrific evening's entertainment.
Yeah, they have. Some good performances in there. I mean, Paul Pogba's been in cruise control, I think, for 90 minutes, but just some little bits of brilliance throughout all. The shot, the through balls that he's played. The midfield battle's been interesting. I think Portugal have held their own. A couple of big goals and more records for Ronaldo.
believe you are correct.
What's he on, 5 goals?
There's just 1 minute
5
left.
goals.
That's going to be tough to beat.
2-2. That means we are playing the Germans. Hang on just a second. It is full time. You are right. It's full time in the Germany-Hungary game. It's full time in the Portugal-France game.
Talinia.
And that has sealed our fate. We're playing the
down
old
the seconds.
foe.
Pepe.
Foe that we know
sprint
all
maybe
too
for
well
Ruben
about.
Neves.
Foe that always
Oliveira who went for it.
Kick
Kick at the ball meant to kick at Kunde, and it's going to be a France free kick.
At who we're going to be playing here.
I think you can see exactly where he got kicked.
Standing to their fans. That's beautiful stuff. That's what you want to see from them. Rewarding their fans.
2 centre-halves collide, but Kunde does really well. Gets around on the cover.
Not hard work and determination, but
just takes one right in the back of the leg from Oliveira.
And it's not letting me see the table for some reason. Here we go. Let's go.
And there it ends. And there endeth the group stage at Euro 2020. 1 point each here.
It is.
Both of these big guns go through to find some more at Euro 2020. That really doesn't even begin to tell the tale. We've gone right around the houses tonight and ended up back where we started. What a magical mystery tour it's been, though.
I can see Kuntz.
It's going to be England against Germany next Tuesday at Wembley. That sounds pretty tasty. France, Germany and Portugal all progress from this most difficult of groups to be in. Full time in Budapest. Portugal 2, France 2.
What an extraordinary night of international football that was, and for all the twists and turns and in Group F, in the end, it was as you were, both teams drawing 2-2. And, well, France win the group, Portugal go through to in 3rd place, and Germany were 10 minutes from being knocked out, but managed to equalise against the brave Hungarian team who've given us a lot in this tournament, and Cristiano Ronaldo once again sensational performance, 2 penalties of course equalling Ali Dai's all-time record. These are the scenes in Munich. And, well, we talked about the bravery of the Hungarians and what an effort they've made in this tournament, competing against Portugal and Germany and France. What a difficult thing that was had to do. So you can understand why their supporters are proud of their team's performance. But it is Germany that go through. And, well, I'm sure you already know that Germany will face England at Wembley on Tuesday, and let's confirm the positions for you in Group F.
I'm so
there it is. France top the group with 5 points, and well, they'll play Switzerland in the next round. Germany will face England at Wembley on Tuesday. Portugal qualifying 3rd and play Belgium. That'll be a decent match. Hungary are, of course,
after the
out.
1966 World Cup.
Well, what did you make of that?
It was a fantastic game. 2 goals apiece from the old pals, wasn't it? Benzema and Ronaldo. I mean, what a night it was for football. We were trying to watch 2 games at once there. One was scoring, defending, goal scoring. It was just an incredible night, and it was a great watch in the end, wasn't it?
At one stage or other, Portugal were in top place, 2nd place, 3rd place, and at one stage they were going out.
Yeah, which as an England fan makes it really hard to work out what do we want at the levels. They're all good teams.
Well, we've got Germany.
Yeah.
But I mean, things we were saying, you know, do you want to avoid Portugal because England never do well against Portugal, and then you think, well, you want to avoid France because we never do well against France, but we've got Germany and we never do well against Germany, so it doesn't really matter, does it?
I think we're just happy for 2 really good games of football we saw today, and obviously the knockout football now awaits, and England now can really focus on what. And listen, we had our eye on the other game as well, and after watching that game, I'm quite confident of a good result for England. I know we're getting excited. That's what we do as England fans.
Never mind about England. What about the performances of the 2 teams tonight? I mean, there was some good stuff.
There was some good stuff, but I thought both teams lacked rhythm and consistency within the performance. And I thought at spells in the first half, especially, Portugal were a better team in terms of controlling things in the game. But each team had moments. So Pogba was outstanding. I think we'll do some clips from him later. But there was just some outstanding individual performance. Him and Sanchez in midfield were top.
OK, we'll come to that shortly. But first, let's see the action from the Germany-Hungary game in Munich. Commentary from Robbie Savage and Steve Ballard.
All of the joy we had, as in the 2010 World Cup. Who knocked us out again? Of course, it was Germany.
They've numbers forward here, Hungary.
Since 2010, we haven't played them in a major tournament.
Shalhoi's delivery is an excellent one, as was Shalhoi's header. The man who plays in Germany scores against Germany.
What a pass that is, gets in between the defenders. What a start for Hungary.
Germany have their first corner. Kimmich with it. Oh, there's the header from Hummels, back off the bar.
Wonderful header, gets above Orban. So close.
Neuer has organised the troops. Shalhoi behind this. Oh! It certainly had Neuer scrambling to his right.
I think Neuer had it covered.
In from Kimmich. Kalaci's come a long way, didn't get there. Hummels got the first touch, and Havertz has headed it home. Relief in Munich.
The goalkeeper comes, he misses the punch, Hummels, and then Havertz on the spot.
In close control. Oh my God. You could hear that, couldn't you?
But remember, goals.
Oh, when did that get unmuted? Oh, that's not good. That is not good at all. I don't know how much of that you could hear. I don't know how much of the game time you could hear that. But that is not good in the slightest. That is really not good. But either way, guys, I think it is time I wrap up this stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. It does mean a lot as always. And I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for your support. It means a lot as always. And I'll see you very, very soon.